Spectacular downtown Las Vegas, the home of the Poker Dome. We're located right on the corner of Fremont Street and Las Vegas Boulevard. Hello and welcome again, everybody. I'm John Kelly, alongside our resident poker expert, Mr. Michael Koenig. Everybody gearing up for tonight for all the excitement as we sit the sixth player, that's right, the final one at the third of our $1 million qualifying table. So far, 5 players have made it there, and that includes last week's winner, England's John Davis. They'll all be playing at our $1 million qualifying table. That is coming up next week. And Michael, as we look at things right now, as it melts down and shapes up here at the Poker Dome, we're about halfway home to that $1 million grand prize finale. And so far, definitely safe to say it's been a phenomenal tournament.
John, eventually we're going to have 216 people who have competed in the Dome, and we have had a very diverse group of competitors. Tonight is no different. We have seen a reality TV star tonight, and you may have noticed Boston Rob Mariano is pretty calm under the lights. That's because this guy, poker skills aside, has been used to having cameras examining his every move for the last 5 years. I think that's a big advantage. We'll see if he can take it all the way to the final.
Michael, thank you very much for the insight. Right now, let's meet the third member of our broadcast team. That's Ms. Leanne Tweeden.
Thanks, John. I'm actually joined by our chip girls, Candace and Andrea, and they're holding the $25,000 check for our lucky winner tonight. It's going to be a quick turnaround, though, because they're going to come back right here at Poker Dome for next week at a chance for $50,000, but more important, a seat at that $1 million table. It's going to be exciting. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Leanne. And so far looking good for Mitch Korn, representing South Bend, Indiana, pushing toward the 100,000 chip mark early on. And most of his chips coming at the expense of Sandra Dano. She's already down to 23,000 in chips.
The good news for Sandra, however, is that the blinds, as you see, are only 1 and 1. She doesn't have to panic. She won't be forced to play anything right away, unless she's dealt hands like what Rob Mariano has.
Boston Rob looking good with a couple of cowboys.
Unfortunately for Boston Rob, I don't think he's going to get any business here.
But then again, Mueller says, I'll play with my queen 9 of diamonds. We go to the flop two-handed. 5, 6, and a 4. Mueller getting a couple of diamonds, but Mariano still out in front. And you mentioned that Rob is used to the camera, but poker gets his blood rate going a little bit there, so he's jumping much higher than Mueller.
And Mueller's trying to figure out here, is it worth drawing? He knows his queen 9 is a drawing hand, not the best hand, and he correctly folds there to Mariano's kings.
30-year-old Rob Mariano takes his first pot of the night, calls his style unconventional, and he knows he's blessed to be one of the most recognizable reality TV stars in America, but hey, what's next?
Over the last 5 years, I've had the most unbelievable experiences that anybody could ever have. I mean, between being on Survivor and The Amazing Race and getting married on TV, I just can't go back to a 9-to-5 job. I get obsessed and addicted to everything I do, whether it's golf or poker or anything. I'm trying to turn something that was a hobby into a career. I want to become a professional poker player. You know, I'm really excited to be here in Vegas, playing in the Poker Dome. Hopefully my game's good enough to win it all.
We shall see tonight, and cheering Rob on is his lovely wife, Amber, who he proposed to on television, and that's Amber's father, Val Burkich. And right now, Rob actually has a new reality show coming out on Fox Reality soon. It's about his quest to become a professional at this game.
Well, I would say taking down $25,000 tonight would be a very good first step.
Back to the action at the Poker Dome. Delanois, our first to act.
C3 folds. C4 folds.
Labor in pocket sevens, probably wants to raise here.
4,000.
He does exactly that, bumping this up by 4,000 in chips. Will he get action? The answer is no. John Leyburn gets his first pot of the night. Not big, but I'll tell you what, we'll take him any way you can get him.
I like guys who describe their playing style as haphazard.
And hopefully lucky.
He certainly needs some of that.
Most mere mortals do need that when it comes to this game. And Leyburn again with a pocket pair, this time 5s. But look at Delanois.
Lying in the weeds.
Pocket Rockets, American Airlines, whatever you choose, it's a monster.
Pot.
And that's the rule here. You can't go all in yet. It's only pot limit pre-flop. Then after the flop, you can push everything you own in.
You know, and I think this actually is a pretty easy fold for Labor, and I'm surprised to see him reaching for chips here. He does call. I mean, he's got to figure he's at best 50-50, or as we see, he could be as much as a 4-1 underdog.
Heavy underdog. 8, Queen, and Jack on the flop. Delanois still way in front. And checks it down, hoping to get some action from Leyburn.
And Mitch Korn folded one of the 5, so Leyburn is really only looking at a 1 outer at this point.
Both players check it. A 6 on the turn.
And now a no outer.
And Leyburn quick to lay it down. Marlon Delanois picks up his big hand, his first one of the night with the pocket aces.